A well-known secret amongst my friends, well, friends. A well-known secret amongst those who know me is that I really like old things. I can go to a place and see something that's dilapidated and falling apart, and I think to myself, buy that. So, as you can see on the screen, really old Murray bike. My wife and I were at some place, and hey, I'm gonna buy that. Well, of course, I got her permission first. And then I decided to build her a bike. It is a lady's bike after all. And I went through this process. I was 6 years old when I took apart my first bike, so I didn't think that it was important to record the process of dismantling a bike. Sorry, I didn't take any pictures of doing that. However, I did take a lot of pictures of the process of making templates using transparent paper and getting all of the different shapes that were painted onto the bicycle itself. It was really a process of just tracing everything onto that translucent paper. The next step was just to sandblast the entire bike. Yes, that is a microphone stand holding the bike's frame up in the air. Sometimes you have to improvise. After that, everything got a nice coat of primer on it, some base coat, and then I went on to painting the decorative parts of the paint job. This process involved a bunch of masking. Here's where I just used masking tape to mask off the areas where I wanted blue paint or white paint in order to just follow the original decorative design on the bicycle itself. So I did some reassembly as I was painting things at the same time, just kind of looking at how to deploy putting the bike back together and making sure that everything aligned. By far the biggest challenge in all of the build was the chain guard. This unit had a lot of detail on the paintwork, and as you can see, I had to trace all of it and mask things separately. I put a base coat of white on the unit, and then I started painting the blue around it in order to replicate what was part of the original design. The internet is really a wonderful thing. I had the hardest time finding white wall tires for the bicycle, and in addition, the rear wheel was way too far gone for my talents to be able to fix it, rebuild it. As a matter of fact, I took it to a couple of bike shops and I was basically told no. So I bought a new wheel, and then it presented the sprocket problem. I had to weld these little nipples onto my old sprocket so that it would fit onto the new wheel, and I shaped my own little divots into it with some files in order for it to fit onto the new wheel. A lot of things about this bike point to it being an early to mid 60s bike. It doesn't have the tank on it, so I'm still kind of wondering if somebody took the tank off or it actually came without the tank. If there's any bike experts out there, leave me a comment. It turned out to be a beautiful bike at the end. As you can see, happy wife, happy life. I had a lot of fun doing this project. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Thank you so much for watching. What you looking at?